So all your favorite music is probably black was the first talk. He was like, hey, I give these lectures and I'm doing this one. He gave me a flyer and I was like, oh, we'll be friends. We'll make this work. But he has proved an invaluable colleague and friend and brain in our work, both at Glide and outside. I had the absolute pleasure of curating a show with him for Martin Luther King's birthday that he narrated, and I didn't read a single word of the narration before the show because I didn't want to know what was going to happen, and it was one of the most empowering experiences I've ever had right there on stage, which I think doesn't get to happen very often unless you're at church, right? It was all just stuff that he said about the music I had been singing for years and his explanation of where the music came from and what happened. So Mark is full of information that he gives freely and willingly. Hi, Javier. I'm glad to see you. Hatue, that's Javi right there. Yay. There you go. He is a wealth of information. He is a very dear friend, and he is also our moderator. And I'm really happy to just say, it's all yours, Mark.
Thank you, Zoe. Thanks, everyone. So I am lucky to be on stage with three people who are going to thrill us all with their time about arts and ministry. To my extreme right, pianist composer Tammy Hall. Thank you, Tammy, for being here. And to my not so extreme right is Derrick Gilbert, who is the worship music minister for First Covenant Church. And to my left, do not get us confused, is a minister of music at Allen Temple, Derrick Hall. Yeah. So my first question is for all of you. Anybody can go first, but what was your earliest musical memory back when you were a kid, when you still realized that, you know, TV wasn't real? What did your first music memory? Anybody want to jump out at that? Eric?
Sure. You pointed at me.
I did.
Mark asked me this earlier, so I could be thinking about it. Which I'm grateful for. I'm a person who likes to think to talk, not talk to think. Does that make sense? So I generally like to have a little time just to sit with something before I open my mouth. So hopefully you guys won't catch me today just like blah, 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 you know. So yeah. But if you do, know that's what's going on. I'm just kind of formulating a thought. I have some memories of my parent, some things that my parents told me about when I was a kid. You know, like, you know, they're both musicians. They would like sing, and I would sing back to them, those sort of things. I don't actually remember that per se. The first thing that I have a vivid memory of is my first instrument was violin. So a little before 4 years of age, I started violin lessons. And the very first lesson, I remember this vividly, it was a Suzuki violin method. It's just a particular method. It's been around for a while. They had us, they had like shoe boxes with like rulers taped on them and like dowel sticks. And before you learned to play the instrument, you had to figure out how you were going to hold it before you made a sound. So there's a bunch of like 3 and 4 year olds standing in this room, all holding these shoe boxes with rulers and dowel sticks. You know, I'm sure we're banging on and whatever, but like I have a very vivid memory of standing in this room, like I can almost see the room, and being like, "Where's the violin?" No, you have a box. You got to start there. You don't start with the actual thing. You got to figure out how it feels and how to hold it. So first memory that comes to my mind.
Played a box. That's fantastic. Yeah. Tammy, what was yours?
Oh my goodness. One of my aunts, my youngest aunt, Deborah, was practicing piano, because we had an upright piano in my grandmother's house, and all 9 of her children were going to learn to play the piano. Deborah was the youngest, and I'm one of her grandchildren, one of the grandchildren. My mother died a year and a month after I was born, so my grandmother raised me. And my mother, by the way, wanted to be a concert pianist. I remember Aunt Deborah playing the Moonlight Sonata, and she had the music in front of her, and she was kind of struggling with it. I went to the piano because I wanted to hear it again, and I know that anything I wanted to hear of music, if I really liked it and wanted to hear it again, I could go to the piano and play it, and that really pissed her off. And so that's a memory that I have. I remember hearing music, anywhere, at church, on the radio, from television, from the stereo at a cousin's house, or at home. If I wanted to hear it again, including all the orchestration, the piano was the world for that. And that's my world, the piano, since I was 4.
Wow, thank you. Derrick, what was yours?
Hello, everybody. Mine would also be piano, like Tammy. She's an awesome player. And I remember my father having a gospel group. And this was back in maybe 78, 77. And they would rehearse in our home. So that was a treat. You just heard gospel music. You're a little kid getting in trouble, but you're also hearing some good gospel music. And so after they would finish, they'd be talking and getting ready to leave. And I'd get on the piano, the upright piano in the dining room, and play melodies that they had just sang. And they caught on to it and said, "Hey, your son is on to something. You need to pay attention." And so my dad started teaching me piano. While that was happening, I was attending my grandparents' church, Church of Jesus Christ, on 78th and Locust. All the churches I've been a part were in East Oakland, pretty much. My dad had a church, Grace Baptist, 98th and Walter. And so I'm 6 or 7 years old, and I'm hearing a song, "Fill My Cup, Let It Overflow." Nice, fun song. That was, I think, the first song that really connected with me. Fill my cup, let it overflow. Fill my cup, let it overflow. Fill my cup, let it overflow. Let it overflow with love. Very simple. And so I got it. I was like, wow, this is cool. So that's my experience. Had to be about 6 or 7, but that's where it all started.
Wow, that's fantastic. I promised some of you that I would answer my own questions in case, so it's not just one way. I had to think about it because my parents played records, played radio all the time, right? So, and they had what I would consider to be a wide range of music. So they were playing Sly Stone, they were playing James Cleveland, they were playing Sarah Vaughan. But I think the moment I realized what music could do, I was probably about 2, and they played me Purple Haze by Jimi Hendrix. And up to that point, I'd only heard music that was basically a minor chord or a major chord, mostly major chords, because they're happy and I'm a child. And then that tritone hit at the beginning of the song where he's hitting a note, chords that I believe that the Catholic Church banned from being played in the Vatican. And it was so jarring. And I didn't know how to react. I didn't know if I loved it or hated it. And that's where I realized that music can make you challenge yourself. Do I like this? Once I heard that, it was like, well, maybe I can listen to jazz fusion at 2. I'm ready now. I wasn't, but I thought I was. So that was when I realized that music and me are going to be a thing like forever. So question, I'll start with you, which is, when did you realize that music was more? When did you realize that music was going to be ministry for you?
Great question. I realized when I started connecting music with life, certain songs encourage you, even at a young age. Life happens early. And so you hear songs such as "God Is My All in All." You're a little kid, but you're realizing you can call on God and He'll respond. That becomes one of your favorite songs. So that's when I was all in for ministry and use me, however way you want to use me for your glory, God. So wonderful experience. And It still works.
Fantastic. And you, sir, when did you know?
I think it was probably just through the experience of watching. So my dad was also a music minister. So I grew up in the Southern Baptist Church in the South, and his title was always Minister of Music, and I think that was specific. That's what they called it. But I very clearly remember him, like he took both of those things very, like he was a consummate musician, still is, but also he's like, I am a minister. Like I pastor people, I care for people, I do it through the vehicle of music, but I also like the two are very intertwined, but they're also distinct at the same time, if that makes sense. So I had no idea when I was a kid that I would essentially follow in his footsteps. I wasn't thinking about that, but I do remember very clearly just seeing the seriousness and the sober-mindedness with which he took his job, his vocation, and I don't ever remember a time where I didn't see those two things as, symbiotic for certainly, but almost like inseparable, almost intertwined. In the way that informed what he did, and then I think that the way that it subsequently informed how I thought of music and faith kind of together. So,
great, thank you. And you, Tammy?
Will you ask the question again, because I didn't quite understand.
Oh, I'll rephrase it. At what point did you realize that music for you was more than just performing, but actually part of a ministry in the way you interpret the word ministry?
As to performing, I never really thought it was that, even though sometimes that kept me in really good favor with schoolmates and such, when I could just play the latest popular song, and it was like, oh, you cool. Okay, because otherwise I was not cool. But when, music it's the place you go to if you can get there when there aren't words. When people will come to me and say, thank you for playing so much, or your music has moved me so much, or has made me feel better, and that's been for a long time, then I knew, of course, yes, there is a connection there, because when I play, I feel better too. That was my go-to. And then paying attention to the three women at my church, where I grew up in Dallas, Texas, Dorothy Maxwell, Sandra Thompson, and her mother, Nellie Sanders. Each of them played the organ and piano. Sandra played with the young adult choir and the kids choir. And then I started playing with the kids choir at age 7. But Dr. Maxwell and Mrs. Saunders, they were the chancel choir and the adult and the men's choir. And that was a really visceral experience to see the power of music moving spiritually through people, not necessarily about a particular God, but the power of music to reach that place in you where you can open up and be receptive and be healed even. That part. Yeah.
I was lucky enough to be on stage with her in January at Zoe mentioned the MLK tribute along with Javier. Hey. And Roberta. And she did a solo piece, and the room went dead quiet, and people started crying like in the room. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. And I'm on stage trying to keep it cool, right? I'm like, yeah, I'm just watching her just go off into this wonderful tangent that was, as you said, beyond words. And you remind me of something else too, the beyond words part. Where it's all music is vibration. It's all it is, just vibrating together in a pleasant way, hopefully, or on beat, hopefully. So when Bad Bunny announced, it was announced Bad Bunny was going to be the Super Bowl performer, the number one reaction was, well, I don't know what he's saying. I don't understand the words. I'm like, most people don't know the words of any song. We all know the chorus of Born in the USA. What's in the lyrics? A completely different vibe. So it was just so bizarre that came up. But thank you for reminding me about that.
Everybody has their take. It's like,
Yeah.
it's usually wrong.
Yeah, it really is.
Quickly, your question also reminds us of the story of David and Saul. Like, he played a harp. Saul would go into tantrums, and he would have David play, and then Saul would calm down. I was like, that's powerful. It's like, wow, the power of music and the anointing in the music.
Yeah.
It's pretty powerful.
All right. Next question. Since I'm pointed at you, I'll ask it to you. How does your faith and musical artistry influence one another in your work?
Oh, they work together pretty much. Any music I play or write or teach, I try to make sure it's positive. I love gospel music. I love inspirational music. I love to encourage people. So if you're not going to get anything back from my presentation that will help make you better or uplift your spirits or have you think and be thankful and grateful, it's hard for me to do it. I don't want to do it. There was a point as a young man, rap music was really popular, and I could, like Tammy, play anything in school. Started in junior high. I became a cool kid because I knew DeBarge and I knew Michael Jackson songs and, Prince. But I would do a couple of rap sessions with some young people, and you get paid, but the music was so negative, and I felt empty. The money's gone after a week. You go buy some tennis shoes, go to Eastmont Mall and Foot Locker and get your shoes or whatever. But made me really evaluate, why am I doing what I'm doing? What's the purpose? Make it make sense. Am I helping or am I hurting? So at that point, at a young age, to me, music has to really enhance people's lives. I want God to use me to help you and to help myself. Sometimes I play myself happy. You're just in a room and you're feeling down and you just get on that piano, and before you know it, you're playing and you're crying and you're feeling much better. And it's a wonderful experience. So,
thank you very much. Tammy, I'll ask you the same question. How does your faith and your music intertwine?
My favorite, I'm just having a hard time hearing because I hear you out there and I hear you here, and it's just a little difficult.
Oh, it's okay. I'll repeat the question.
How does my faith and my music
intertwine?
How do they intertwine? I stopped performing a while ago, a long time ago. My career is about 45 years. And performing to me, and it's no knock, it's no shade on any other musicians out there who are performing, but this is not performative. When you're given attention and this platform, you have a gift, you have an obligation, and you have a responsibility to, it's always been ministry. I guess I see the difference now that I'm older and not so popular, not so commercially popular. I'll, clarify that. I'm not a celebrity. That's not the point. The point is, this is my life, and this is the gift I was given to help our lives. And that to me is ministry, and that's what I'm here for. So it's not about, paparazzi, stay away. Come on. It's not about that. It's not about that at all. It really is about working with the gift that I have, which I know is a great gift, and making that accessible. I don't need to be on a pedestal, or, I don't want to be the animal in a cage that can do these wonderful tricks on a keyboard. So it's not about come and look at me and how wonderful I am. This is come and witness and experience with me something that none of us can put our heads around. It's bigger than all of us. And that is the love of God. That is it.
Lovely answer. Thank you. Eric, care to add to that?
Sure. Yeah. Very similar to these two. They feel very intertwined to me, almost inseparable. I think one informs the other. It's like a cycle. Like I can't imagine music just existing in and of itself, like in a vacuum, without it being a gift from Creator God. I just don't, as Tammy said earlier, like when you think about like the power of it to like touch places in your soul that words sometimes can't express. For me, I don't see how that could actually be without it coming from a divine source. I don't think that's human made. So I feel like I'm closest to God when I am inspired and I feel creatively pushed musically. And then consequently, I feel like, or not consequently, I guess the flip side of that is like, I feel like, again, that music in and of itself, I don't feel like it can exist in that way, and it's in that beautiful form that reaches in and pulls things out of us that we didn't know were there in ways that helps us to express things we didn't know that we needed to express without it coming from a source that's not just me. Like it's outside of me. It's bigger than me. So it feels very much all in a sphere to me, like just sort of swirling around. And it's hard to even separate in my mind, like what's music, what's God. It's like it's yes and yes. Like they're both there together. How would you answer that, Mark?
How would I answer that? I actually stepped away from making music for a while. I was in a band that had 7 years. It came down to we can still be friends or be in the band. And we're all still friends, but it was still hard because you spend a lot of time and effort. And for those of you who've not performed, the amount of effort it takes to be on a stage, to write songs, perform them, book time, get your spot, is so much more than the actual hour one is up on stage. And that was draining. And so I put it away and I stopped playing, stopped writing, and I thought I was done. But I was not done. One day I'm literally waiting for an airplane and I had my iPad. And I'm like, oh, there's something called GarageBand on here. Let me see if I can, just to pass the time. And then I wrote a song between then and the time I boarded. And so I worked in advertising. And it was 20 years ago, and it was a point in which this animation needed a song. And I'm like, well, I can spend a lot of company time researching music or just make one. And I made one. And when that won an award for songwriting, I went, clearly, the world is telling me something. And I've never put it down again under any circumstance. So the idea of there being, and I know, I'm a vessel for music. It's not me. It's me right now, but it didn't come for me. It didn't, and it will be with somebody else. I'll listen to, I don't know, mid-70s Earth, Wind & Fire, and I'm like, I don't even know how this was put together. And I'm good at that, but this is something different. But you hear Maurice White from Earth, Wind & Fire talk about it. He's like, yeah, God helped me put these people together and these melodies, pick which take of which song will probably be a better one, and here it is. So, yeah, I like your idea about where does one stop and where does one begin. It's all one. It's a sphere, everyone. It's a sphere. All right. Tammy, I'll go with you first. What's been the most significant rewards about doing what you do the way you do it?
Being, sharing a moment with an audience when they say something like, I was transported, or this really helped me, or I've come to a resolution, or something feels figured out, or you really that calmed me down. Those things are, I feel encouraged and uplifted, that's the greatest reward for me. That's it.
I completely agree. Eric, yes?
Yeah, I've been, I'm now in my fourth church since I started doing this vocationally 27 years ago. And without question, the moments in Sunday worship where you feel like there's this, I don't know how to, it's almost kind of indescribable, like this sort of transformative moment where everyone is just singing together, and you know the power of the Spirit is there. It's in that space, it's in that room. We all feel it. And you can't really describe it other than like what we're doing together right now, all at the same time. And we know that there's people all over the world doing this at the same time, different times. Like we're all part of this big invisible church, but also it's a visible church right here that we can see. Those moments to me are, it's indescribable. It's like, I don't want to say it's why I do what I do, but it kind of is. Like those are the, it sounds like, oh, these are the moments I live for, but that's going back to thinking of the performative thing. Like it's not a performance. Like this is, we're worshipers and we're doing this together. And when I see and I hear people like singing back what I'm leading them in, it's just, and it happens every Sunday, but there's just these moments, throughout the year and throughout the years where you just know God really showed up, and we all felt it. It just feels, it's magical.
Oh, I live for the magic, no matter where I'm doing or what I'm doing. It's the magic where, we're at Glide, and there have been times you see people, and after a service, that'll be the day they decide to get sober. That's the day they decide to reconnect with their family. That's the day they decide to be in community. And it didn't happen at 8:55. But somewhere about 9:35, it's like, oh, you can see them light up. We also get a lot of people from other countries. We're on the tour, and they've never seen a black church ever. They've never been in a black church, and they've never been in a church like Glide. And they come here, and all of a sudden they're dancing, and they're clapping their hands, they're touching other people and giving people fist bumps, and they don't know, and they walk out 20 feet above. And it's funny because this is like one of the oldest things communities have done since we, were able to be a community. And yet it's the newest thing because it didn't happen that way until everybody like in this room got together and said, we're going to do this here. It's why. So when you say it's little things, it is, but it's not. How do you feel about that, sir?
Well, I totally agree with it. Everyone on the panel. For me, just starting off with the prayer time before the concert, I really enjoy that because I really depend on God. As it's been mentioned, some of these pieces that we do, you have to remember you can't mess up. It's showtime or it's ministry time, and I had the privilege of serving under Edwin Hawkins as his music director for over 15 years. And he trained me well. If you made a mistake, you might get a little look while the concert's going on, because he's very professional. But it grew me up. I grew fast because I knew I wanted to give my best for God and then for Edwin and ministry. And so just being able to travel with him in the United States and outside the United States was a blessing. I didn't have no money, but I got free trips to Japan and Switzerland and, London. And we're performing in front of a lot of people, that love Edwin Hawkins. And some would come for a performance, but after the concert, you would hear testimonies of, I was down and your music lifted me. I was on the verge of committing suicide, but that song is keeping me alive. Powerful, And so I too am a songwriter, and I remember writing a song entitled I've Got the Victory on one of my projects. And I got a call. Oh, actually, I saw a lady I didn't know personally at a restaurant, and she saw me walking by, pulled my coat, and said, "Hey, your song really helped me." Had no idea, but that's how God works, So we're the vessels. We're the vessels, not perfect, but willing, able, and ready to be used. So to hear a response like that, it's like, okay, I get it. Just be ready for the call. Be ready for the opportunity to help someone. So to get a response where people are blessed, not by what I'm doing, because, we are who we are. And as you can see in this industry, the secular industry, these people are not perfect. They're going through real issues, and there's some real situations happening in their lives where they need God. You can make all the money in the world, have all the success, and still be lonely. So God is. So it's always a pleasure to serve.
Thank you. That's a wonderful answer. I'm going to ask you the next one since you're right here. In your career, how's the word ministry changed for you? What have you learned about being a minister over the years, specifically with music?
With music, great question. I used to think ministry was put your suit and tie on, go to church. God loves you. Here's a song. But there's a lot more church happening outside of church. You're meeting people who are coming up to you and just talking, and that's ministry to me. So have a different perspective, broader perspective to just be ready, even if it's just a conversation, somebody needs some money, or food, and that recently happened. It makes me feel like, okay, God, thanks for using me. This lady has a meal, or this person has my last in my pocket. So ministry is just being ready to be used by God wherever and with whoever, and it's exciting. That's kind of how I wake up, expecting to do something, that will help somebody else. So it helps you to become unselfish. It's like, okay, what would you have for me for the day, God? And it's fun just to see. It's like an adventure.
Adventure. Oh my gosh. So I don't think I told Zoe this story. So I'm wearing my Glad t-shirt and I'm going to Trader Joe's, right? I'm off work. I'm going to get some grub and go home and eat it, right? And there's somebody who asked me for spare change and clearly hungry. And I went into my normal brain of, hey, come to Glide, we're serving dinner, blah, blah, blah. And they went, yes, I was there for lunch. So I walk into Trader Joe's. I'm like thinking I didn't do enough. And so I walked back out and went, sandwich, chips, water, chocolate bar, have a good evening. And that's when I told this to the pastor. He's like, yeah, you're a minister. That was the right thing to do. You went, as you said, you went past the unselfish and went, this is the time to do it. And I don't think I've told anybody other than the minister. It's all right. I think you're only other people. I think the minister knew it and my wife knew it, and that's about it. But it's just, the job is the job whether you're at the church or not, right? You're always aware, you're always awake. Like music, it's always in there. Eric, do you care to add to that?
Yeah, not much. I think I think we're all feeling very similar. I think it's this idea, this phrase just kind of came to me, like embracing the ordinary, the mundane. And when I say mundane, I don't mean like boring. I just mean like this is everyday life. I think often maybe when people first get into ministry, they think, even through music ministry, you think, gosh, I'm going to have these great experiences on Sunday, and people are going to be changed, and I'm going to see a lot of stuff happen. And you may see that, but the reality is, it's that day to day. You might just smile at somebody as they cross the street. You don't know how that affects them. You may not even speak to them. Regardless of whether we do this vocationally or not, we're all called to be ministers. We're all called to care for people, pastor people, shepherd people in big and small ways. And often it's small ways. That's what I mean about kind of the ordinary, the mundane. So just learning to like accept that and embrace that is like, that's mostly what ministry looks like. And to learn to be very content with that. Like this is what God has called us to do. It's a daily grind in that way, but it's a joyful one. It's not laborious because God's equipped us to do that.
Yeah, it's like I get to Sundays, if the ushers aren't there, I'm the first person someone sees, and I say, good morning. It's free, it's quick, they get grounded. It's like, that's my job. I get to say good morning to people. That's awesome. Tammy, I think you've already answered it, but I would love to, like your shoes, by the way, look at those.
Thank you.
Right. Rewards, what have you learned over the years in your ministry?
It's avocation. So it's the work I do, but it's also my calling. And so that's just what it is. That's just what it is. And I'm so grateful for that. I'm grateful to be the vessel and to answer that call. It doesn't happen just in church or in the building of church. This is every day. It is the mundane. It's every hour. It's every minute. It's the human condition. And that's it. That's what it is.
I don't remember who said the quote, but it was something like, you've reached a success in your field when your work and your play are sometimes the same thing. You can't tell the difference, and I think you've all hit there, which is fantastic. So there's always sometimes tension as we are trying to bring people outside the church into what the church is doing. Not even become a member, but just our position in communities. And my question to you is, are there other ways you've done in your career where you've used your music to hit an audience that wasn't coming, a congregation that wasn't coming? You can think about it for a second. Historically at Glide, Reverend Cecil Williams decided in the 60s to bring people in by hiring John Handy and having the Change Band start playing jazz music. And we still have 8-piece band, as Zoe loves to say, got to get yourself a horn section. 3-piece horn section, 5 other members, it's fantastic. And it does pull people in. It pulls people, or they come in, they look, and they stay for a minute because they can recognize what a good band sounds like. So in your time in music and worship, is there things that you have done to help bring people, or things you can suggest we do to bring non-church people into the church? You're all thinking. Yeah. I mean, I do. Go for it.
The music to me is inextricable. If you know black music.
I've heard of it.
So you've got field shouts, work songs, spirituals, blues, gospel, jazz, rock and roll, R&B. It's all country. It's all black music. It's inextricable to me.
Preach.
Unless it's death metal.
You'd be surprised.
Our Mary Lou Williams would say avant-garde, but even that, depending on what the source is, it's not so far-fetched. As I would say death metal probably has to stand by itself. Go-go, it's inextricable, and it's sacred. Death metal is secular, okay? If we have to choose between what's sacred and secular, but all of this music is sacred. Music is a gift. Music in and of itself is sacred. It comes from God. It is within us, and we are the vessels for it to speak through. So I don't know what to do to get more people to come to something. Do I need to bite the head off a bat?
No, we
No.
can safely say
I didn't think so.
we don't have to Aussie it up. Thank
So
you.
that's,
One
so
thing
there's that part. And then that's a whole other conversation about that and how things branched off and perverted into other things. I'm not saying Ozzy was perverted.
Oh,
Don't
no,
get me wrong.
Small p, I get it.
However, so it's not a dog and pony show. We're not barkers for the ministry. The ministry, people show up as they need to. Spirit works the way that it does. So if you come into the sanctuary and there's just 5 people, then there's 5 people who need to be ministered to. It's not about the show. If I'm playing at Keys Jazz Bistro and there are 5 people in the audience, no, I won't get paid very well. But if I depended on that all this time, I'd be in a much worse place. And so those are things I can't worry about anymore, and that a pastor should not worry about either. And how to draw someone in. It's not about being drawn in. It's about living your life in such a way that people want to know. People want to know, and they experience your spirit, your energy in such a way that it moves them, and they may want to find out, oh, well, what's that you're having? I think I'll have some of that too. It's that.
That's a fantastic answer. The Glad Ensemble was invited to perform at the Celebration of Life of Belva Davis, famous broadcaster. And a lot of people, it was at Grace Cathedral, very high ceiling, very reverberant, serious noise gates on the microphone to cut off the reverberance. And the ensemble performed and with a piano and sang 2 pieces. And afterwards, people from Glide who don't come to church saw what the ensemble can do, saw what Zoe does twice on Sunday, and realized, oh, you move the energy in the room. Yes, that's exactly what the music ministry does. It gets everybody aligned and together. And it was sort of shocking that they hadn't thought about that. And my thought was, you should come by on Sunday. There's a whole 90 minutes of this. And there's people talking, and there's people loving on each other. The whole thing is called church. You should really come see it, as opposed to just hear about it, or accidentally come to it at someone else's church. So I thought that was insightful at just getting people to realize, and to even tag onto that, I still find people are still in their pandemic mode when it comes to going out. Whether it's a church or whether it's a club or a function, the idea of, we used to do this all the time. We used to have, sound waves hit your whole body and you feel a different way than if you have AirPods. Not dissing AirPods. Let me just tell you, did it happen to you before AirPods, the wire would pop out of, because you were so tall that you would just, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. My sons are 6'5" and 6'6", and the minute the AirPods went on sale, they're like, let's get 4, because they're all tall. But I've lost my train of thought completely. What was I talking about? I'm having a good time. All right, moving on. All right. Ministry is beautiful, and ministry can be exhausting. So what is your self-care tips you can give the rest of us on how to be present and authentic when it's time to go? Either one.
You must learn to say no.
Can we say that one more time for those in the back who did not hear that? Learn to say no.
Learn to say no.
And if I may interpret it, it doesn't mean that yes is always the answer, but everybody has a limit to what they can yes to. And hopefully you're putting yourself, you put your stack ranking. Well, this is important to the community. This maybe isn't. So, but I'm also tired, so maybe no to both. No, I totally hear you, and we'll take that advice. Eric?
Yeah, I think, ministry is in large part about learning about others, like learning to interpret and intuit needs, how best to step in and care for those. I think if you don't spend at least as much time, if not more time, learning about yourself, learning, like having a deep sense of self-awareness, what are your boundaries? Saying no, like when do you need to say no? Maybe your no comes before someone else's no. Maybe it comes after someone else's no. But knowing those things intrinsically about yourself because you did the work, and you're doing the work always, like you're continually learning about yourself. I think that is as much or even more important than learning about others, because if you don't have the self-awareness to keep those boundaries, you don't have the self-awareness to know how you best respond to self-care or receiving care from others, you're never going to be able to give that effectively to other people.
Everybody listen to everything they're saying. This is gold. Derrick, what could you add to this?
Yeah. Also, balance is very important. Sunday is worship day. It's also a work day, and I'm currently playing for additional churches after my church service to help out. Interestingly, one of the main reasons is because we're trying to get some of these younger musicians up to speed with traditional songs that these churches are still singing, and they don't know the songs. So they will call seasoned musicians to come in so they can carry a service and accompany the singer as they sing these songs from the 60s, 70s, 80s, old school, as they say. Brother Larry, old school. Come on. Exactly. So very interesting. Yeah, so after Sunday, there's Monday, and I try not to do nothing. I try to recuperate, just kind of quiet time. And then I try to find one day for golfing. I like golf. I like being outdoors. I like, the trees and just the beauty of the atmosphere of golf. And I'm kind of getting into back into bowling. So, I'm one that will say, hey, I'm sorry, but I can't do it at this time. No, not all the time. I'm trying to get better at it because I like helping people, but you have to know yourself and know when you have to attend to yourself and recuperate, because church will have you going and going and going and going until you're no good of service. So you have to pay attention to yourself and your body, and when enough is enough. So I've been paying attention to balance. That's the word that's helping me get better. Balance, work, but let's recuperate. Let's enjoy. Let's have some fun, and then back to work.
That's great. The Monday recoup is definitely a thing. I've got like hydration powders. I'm like, I just need to be back by Tuesday, but that Monday I'm like, don't call me, don't text me. I'm not doing nothing. It's like, maybe watch some videos of capybaras having fun in the water. Something just lower my stress level. Capybaras are great. Yes. I want to tag on something you said, which is I'll ask all of you. What makes a worship song work in a church? Like, what are you looking for in the melody or the lyrics or just the feeling? Because we've all seen songs that look good on paper. They went into the audience and they're like, yeah, okay. Well, there are, but there's also your church, right? There's the age of the people there. Maybe they just stopped at Kirk Franklin in their mind, right? But you want to give them some new stuff, or it's expand in that width. So, but as you all are picking songs, there's something that's motivating it, right? So
Yeah, I would say for worship songs, to me, the songs have to be vertical. It's not about me or you. It can be God helped us, so we worship, or God did this for us, so we give thanks and praise. But mainly vertical, we're just singing to God so people can focus on God and not focus on problems and life. And as they say, life be life, and but it takes you to another place. So to me, I like easy, repetitive worship songs where not just a few of the audience can get it, but everybody can get it. All of a sudden, we're all singing together. That's a moment. That's a good moment.
that's great. Did you want to add to that?
Statement songs, most definitely. And I had never heard it expressed as vertical. I think Total Praise is the epitome of that. Maybe to refer to an older song. In fact, when we were driving up, this song kept coming through my brain. To God be the glory. This is a hymn. To God be the glory, great things he has done, so loved he the world. And it was, it's very straight. And then I thought, but in my church, at the Mount Moriah Missionary Baptist Church, where and it's about 130 years old now, this church. You were not allowed to clap your hands, but there was definitely some swing there was some backbeat on that. You just couldn't do it this way. And so it was, to God be the glory, great things, and some syncopation on the piano. And the song was really rocking then. And I did lose my train of thought.
You answered the question.
Yeah. So yes, vertical. It's praise. It's praise. One statement, usually I think to God be the glory, has like 4 verses, but everyone knows the chorus. Praise the Lord, let the earth hear his voice. Praise the Lord, let the people rejoice. That where it opens everything. It changes the atmosphere of the room. And that makes reception, that makes a feeling of unity, of oneness with each other, and certainly with God. The spirit is welcome, or there's a sweet, sweet spirit in this place. That's another song that's just, it's welcoming, it's uplifting. Even someone coming in really in need of ministry and prayer will probably light up with those songs. And when we're all singing that together, whatever part of the song we know, when people witness your expression of thanks and your expression of worship, they cannot help but be moved. That is it.
That's it.
That is all.
Eric, want to add to that?
Yeah, I think your local congregation is so important. Understanding what that community is, understanding what that community needs. I mean, I've always used the term internally and externally, like the term accessible. When I think about music, like is what you're singing accessible to just the average person sitting out there? Like if it's super, super complex musically, they're probably not going to get it. And is what you're saying with the words, is it what your community needs? Like you should know your congregation enough to know what is it that they need. Obviously, you don't want to sing something that you view as heretical, but so I think the content of what you're singing and saying is certainly important. We want to be challenged and changed by what we hear on Sundays. But we don't want, I mean, you know, there's a sermon, and we probably don't want to be preached at all through this, you know, like there's, like Derrick was saying, like, if you can just have some simple phrases that you're saying over and over again, like that's accessible. And I think there are times to put some heavier things in there to make you think, but it's head and heart, right? It's both these things. Like I think we need to engage both things. Like we need to think good thoughts. We need to think wise theology about God. We also need to feel God's presence and God's love and God's embrace. And I think both those things are important. So again, like knowing your local congregation and where they are kind of collecting on that journey is of the utmost importance, you know, trying to get those kind of accessible songs to them. And I think it's going to look slightly different in each place.
I love that answer. I love all your answers. And it's interesting from a physiological perspective, right? When there's always a belief that if you want to be taken very strongly in a picture, you cross your arms, right? I'm a business person. But we're trying to do the actual opposite in church. We're trying to get you to like relax all that tension in your chest and get some air flowing. And I'm in a room of majority people who sing a lot. But imagine if you didn't. Imagine all the people who are coming in who don't get that air going through, and they don't relax their chest, and they're coming in and they still want to receive something, and all of your selections help get it relaxed enough for the message to get in. And it might take half a service, you know, but you know, if that's the case, then that's what we do. I think we're at time, people. It's been an hour. So is it? All right. I have 75 more questions. You at the end with the arm.
What do you think about repetition and having that as part of the service? Is it important for people to have a certain amount of repetition, like, you know, ritual, along with, you know, in the music on a regular basis?
I'll restate it for the people online who didn't hear it, but the importance of repetition in your music. Is there an importance? From 0 to 100.
Well, I'm going to answer it from an ancestral perspective and a Black historical perspective. Before our ancestors set foot on this land, we know that there were chants and rituals. We also know, or I should say, I also believe that there was already a connection to spirit. We just did not call it what it is being called here. And so, yes, chant is important. So what is a song? It could be the chorus of any song. It is no secret what God can do, or only believe all things are possible. Then that's the only verse in that song. Only believe all things are possible. Only believe. And you go deeper with each iteration. That's what choruses do in all music.
But not repetition in the song itself, but the repetition of the song being repeated over many times during the year, so that you come in, or one thing that you hear every time. Or I know at Glide it was "We Shall Overcome." We always would go out with that. So no matter what went on, which might have been more diverse and not keeping to, you know, knowing it's coming. I'm just wondering what you think of that. Is that powerful in building a congregation or making a congregation feel at home? Or
I think that is powerful, and I think it's needed now as much as it was back in the time that it was written. Yes.
Also,
Yes.
it takes one person longer than another to actually get the song, you know, and that's just, people are different. I love you, Jesus, I worship. I got it the first time. But on the 10th time, oh, I love you too. You know,
Yeah.
somebody else is finally getting into it because now stuff is clearing in their mind and they can focus. And now they're singing it too, you know. And very interesting, but that's how it is because we're all different people and we connect at different moments.
Yeah, I tell our staff and my volunteers very often, like, about the time we get really sick of a song is about the time people in the congregation are just starting to get it. Because if you think about it logically, in 2026, like it or not, the average person is coming to church once or twice a month. Like that's considered good attendance, right? Hardly anybody comes every Sunday 50 out of the year. It just doesn't happen. So I do think that there's something to, like, if you find a song that you like, this is really working, and we really want to get this into the hearts and minds of our congregation. I think you do have to do it a lot because it's going to take 3, 4, 5, 6 months down the road until that that average attending person is finally like, I really know this song now, and you're just like, I can't wait to stop singing this song. I'm so tired of it. But they're just now getting it into their soul. So I do think that's important.
Like
For
a
me.
slow acting medicine.
Do change, monthly or quarterly, that congregational song. It could be month to month, or every 3 months, or every 4 months.
And some
That's
songs
up
will
to-
never die. We've come this far by faith. Baptist church will always be sung. Those songs will outlast us because that's our testimony.
Actually, Terrence Kelly told me a while back that when I asked him what his repertoire was like, because we were trying to pull in the live ensemble repertoire to make it smaller, because over that many years, it's like 192 songs. And I was like, she's got the same. We can't keep trying to rotate this many songs. And then Aaron told me I didn't have to, and I was like, oh, thanks. I'm gonna stop now.
Zoe, can you speak at the mic? We're online.
But Terrence Kelly said to me at one point that his church and his choir really only want to sing 8 songs. He's in a Baptist church, and he's like, I try every once in a while, but he uses Oakland Interfaith for those new other songs. At his church, at Imani, that choir, that music ministry, and that church want to hear the same 8 songs in rotation in perpetuity. That's what gets them there. That's what leads them there. That's what keeps them coming. They like to know what they know it and come and sing that, and that's simple, period. Yeah. Well, you know what?
I'm sorry.
Was there another question? Yes, there was. Hello.
This brother over here had a
Yes.
question.
Yeah, so hi everyone. Thank you for the presentation, for the panel, the questions, for your shares. My question has to do with like composing. Now, I know you said you're a composer, Miss Tammy, so might be more for you the question, but if everybody also composes, then
They all do.
you guys, whoever wants to answer can answer. Yeah, I'm guessing I'm thinking more of like fusion music, like blending genres in terms of religious music. I'm coming from Christian Orthodox. I grew up in Christian Orthodox. I've been attending Glide recently, but I've also attended like a Jehovah's Witnesses and a Catholic church. So that's pretty much, and I've heard to like EDM, gospel music, or I know Glide is more like jazz, but I'm guessing like more like Byzantine rhythms. I don't know, fusion with hip hop or with jazz. Are any of you like familiar, or is there anything like that happening, or are you guys doing research into these other kinds of genres when you're composing with this idea in mind of, creating some sort of a newer rhythms, I guess, while still maintaining at the lyrics level the thematic of sorts? Yeah, I think you guys kind of got it, but yeah, like blending the genres, because, right? Yeah.
I would say, as you mentioned fusion, and as we all stated, like the style of gospel for the congregation and for the church, it's pretty intentional. We play what they can understand. You have some fusion jazz lovers who would like possibly to hear a fusion jazz type of gospel song, which I think is nice. I'm into it. I grew up listening to Chick Corea and these artists that are like off the chain, and that's a part of music, you know. But for now, I mean, you may hear a little bit of that from the music side, not so much the choir or praise and worship team singing, but we'll kind of go there with our, you know, presentation and our interpretation. And I'm hoping for gospel jazz fusion songwriters, composers, because God is a big God. You know, there might be churches where the music is jazz influenced in the future. Who knows? Because that's where we're going. You know, you got heavy metal gospel now.
Rhonda?
Yeah.
Wade in the
Wade
water.
in the water. Yeah.
Those songs and lawyers, all that kind of stuff, all that it's out of the church.
That's right. And you have composers that are writing, they're starting to write like that now because that's their experience for gospel. Everybody didn't come from the Southern Baptists, or, you know, some are getting it here in Oakland or Berkeley or Walnut Creek, where they're listening to Herbie Hancock and they love Jesus. Now, how do you, but it can happen.
Yeah, Jesus is not saying, because you love Herbie Hancock, you're not invited to my party. Not at all. I think, as I said earlier, this music is inextricable.
Oh, yeah.
The genres are about money. That's, you know, commerciality. And there's nothing wrong with making money in music, granted. But they have taken, in particular, Black music and sliced it into so many genres and subgenres, and then had us believing that none of it came from us. And we are realizing again and needing to remember our own music. It's still one root. It's one root. And so, but I love the idea of Byzantine rhythms. That's, you know. Yeah. But there's older than that. Mm-hmm.
Byzantine.
Yeah, there's older than that, but it is still all one. It's one music. It's one music, and that what we want to call secular music is still, it's music. Period.
Yeah.
Weird. I'm sorry, sweetheart. It's
What do you
great.
need me to say?
I wanted to talk about Byzantine stuff.
Yeah.
Because I know that.
Go there.
It's but it's not my.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Not at all.
I honestly.
I see it's interrupted. It's all right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's been more textual for me. I mean, if I'm honest, like my musical go-to is pretty limited. Like I kind of go to the same place every time. Like I don't have a huge breadth of genres that I'm typically exploring, like when I'm composing. Like I mean, at my root, like, you know, I'm influenced by classical music and pop music, and you know, that's kind of just where I go. But I think, yeah, I mean, there's no rules around this. Like if you have a thought or a creative inspiration, like do it. Like there's no one who said, like, you don't have to meet some some narrow, definition of what, what church or sacred music is. Like, if you feel like this is a gift that you want to give and it's something that you feel inspired by, do it.
Right.
That's what I would say to people who want to compose. Like, write what you want to write.
In the gospel,
explore what you want to explore.
Yeah. In gospel, I think of Thomas Whitfield. He took classical, jazz, soul, because his earlier projects had a lot of soul, kind of disco soul, but flavor, and he added that to gospel. And I didn't grow up hearing that. I grew up with hymns, Amazing Grace, and it kind of was boring because I was a kid, but I was appreciative. Now that's why I'm playing for churches, because these young players don't know Amazing Grace. We got to get better, and we got to give back to the young ones and teach them, but God knew Thomas's heart. That's where, if your heart is right and your intentions are right, it's God. That's gospel music to me. It's starting to broaden now more than ever, where we might have a lot of fusion gospel. Bring it on. Let God use you, because you're different than I am, and he or she, and that's the power of God. He can use each and every one of us. Edwin Hawkins, he changed the.
Yep.
That's right.
Right.
Like you said, that hymn was kind of boring until he jazzed it up, and then a lot of churches didn't want his music to always play because they swayed and they did
Right. Okay.
Yeah. No movement.
Took it out of the church and into the club, and then they got into it for that. But I would also say people like
Sylvester.
who wrote songs. I think Derrick Hall sings back
Mhm.
song, "You Are My Friend." Is that right?
Mhm.
Is your brother sings back song?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You Are My Friend.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Martha Watch.
Can let you off the hook now, but what I love is that Derrick was like, "What am I going to talk about?" I said, "You just want to start there. We can get you
Yeah.
going."
I love it.
But is there anything else that we want to say closer before we bring Linda up?
I'm so happy that Zoe asked me to do this today and got to hang out and talk about music with people I respect and enjoy, and I'm glad you all were here. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just going to take one quick photo. And then Linda Tillery is here. We handed out a syllabus, and I would love if people came a little closer. So, well, not any closer than the front row, but we're going to, if you all want to move to this side, we're going to set up on this side so that the pole isn't in the way. But I want to just tell you personally that some of the reasons here, I met Derrick with the Hawkins family when I joined the community choir, and he's a friend and a mentor. I met Tammy because of Linda Tillery, because we ended up on the road together. And Eric Gilbert is a worship minister who's been a mentor to me for the last 15 years of my life, and also somebody who's always willing to answer questions about Christianity to a kid who knows nothing about it, and never make me feel embarrassed or ashamed to ask those questions. So I just want to tell all of you that I love you and I'm so grateful for you. Mark, thank you once again for a beautiful, beautiful moment. It was live streamed, so I have proof that you guys were here and plan to repost your answers. In the meantime, if you want to get some water or a mint or use the restroom, and then come back for this workshop with Linda. All right. So we don't need one of the chairs. We need Javi. Does Javi have a stool? Javi, are you on a stool or on a chair? Oh, you're going to sit on your cajon. He's going to sit on his cajon. So it's just me and Rhonda that need chairs. Thank you, Hatue. Here, can I hand you this? Thank you. All right, Javi, you're ready. Javi's here on cajon.
That's cute.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Oh, there you
It,
go.
it is definitely
Testing.
on.
Ooh.
It's a hot one, yeah. Thank you all for waiting. I really appreciate this. Yes.
Tammy.
Yeah.
Hey, Tammy.
Fooling around. Hi. Good to be seen.
You want me to send you any of this music or just wait till Sunday? What do you want?
Send. Well,
Okay, so let me tell you what. I have a chart.
Nice.
Just listen to
It is
yes, sister, the devil and sister,
Ooh.
Sister Jones, brother.
No, you go ahead.
Sister
Yeah,
Jones
no,
was
it's fine.
taken away. Sunday and Sister Jones. Roberta Flack, you better listen to it.
You get it?
Soul Shadows by Bill Withers. Listen.
Okay. Okay, we're going to get started as soon
I
as
think those are the only two.
we can.
Okay. Try to close on. I will. Close on.
Did everyone get a copy of the silly bus?
Maybe Camille was Larry and Linda was dancing and Camille was butt naked. I said, Larry, Linda, get your baby. And Larry said, I don't know what she doing.
It's all up.
So just a FYI as well for anyone
Larry said, I don't
who
know what she gonna be.
is online and watching, the QR code will give you the syllabus that is being used today by Linda Tillery,
Yeah, it's the best. Yeah.
and also anyone in the house. If you want to use the
Yes.
syllabus to pull it
We
up,
had to go.
you can use that QR code that is on the screen.
Ain't you officious? Girl, you are.
Can I have a
You are
tambourine? I ain't had a voice since we sang in my backyard, Lord.
Oh God. So I want to ask everyone, did you get a copy of the syllabus? Everybody who's here. Okay, and let me just introduce the people. To my right is Rhonda Benin, who's an original member of the Cultural Heritage Choir. And on my left is Javier Navarrete, who plays percussion in the CHC, and Zoe Ellis, who is somewhere. Okay. Zoe, thank you for putting this together. What we do, and what I have done over the years, is try to put in the minds of particularly younger people, and also for people who were much older than me when we started. Yes?
I'm about to interrupt you. You ready?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm interrupting because Linda Tillery is getting an award. And I got a note from a dear friend, a mutual friend, who said, I'm looking for an event where Linda will be, that I can present this award. And I said, hey, why don't you come by this Roots and Resonance event? So I'm going to introduce you to my friend and really, really wonderful music journalist who supports us all entirely all the time, Andrew Gilbert. Would you come up here for a second?
Thank you so much, Zoe. It's lovely to see you all here, and I am really thrilled. It's my privilege to present this award to Linda Tillery. So I'm on the board of the Jazz Journalists Association. It's a national organization of writers, broadcasters, photographers, and one of the things we do a Jazz Critics poll. The results will be released in a couple days. The most important thing we do is something called the Jazz Hero Award, and that recognizes people who are essential to the jazz scene, who feed it, nourish it, make it what it is. And for the Bay Area chapter this year, Linda Tillery is getting this award for the amazing work she has done for decades. If you were to diagram all the singers, musicians involved in the jazz scene, R&B, gospel, beyond, more than half of them would be connected to Linda. They've studied with her, been inspired by her. It's just an incredible lifetime of work. She has enriched it so much, and really we all have benefited so much from the artist she has inspired and the work she has done. Linda, this is for you. Linda Tillery. Here, here. I'll put that behind you there, so that, thank you.
Why do you want to do that to me? Oh my goodness. Andy Gilbert, thank you so much.
Andy Gilbert, who consistently keeps musician stories in the papers, in the news, keeping us relevant and seen. Andy, you are a treasure to the Bay Area. Thank you so much. Linda, this is one of a million awards that you should have gotten already for your work.
It's enough.
Yep. She doesn't like it when we fawn over her. She really doesn't. She's really genuine and not appreciating it, but I want you all to know that it was a really special moment that you were here for this award, because Linda is a champion among us. And if we could give her and Andy, the Jazz Writers, the Jazz Journalists Association, one more round of applause. Linda Tillery, a jazz hero. Okay, I'm done.
Can we go now?
Yeah, I'm done,
Okay,
Linda. I'm
good,
done.
good.
Now she's my boss, so I have to be quiet.
I picked for starting 2 songs that we have in our repertoire. And I want to preface our singing by saying it's essential for us to understand that people who were enslaved and brought to the Americas were brought to work. They were not brought to worship. Okay. And they had their own spirituality in place before they were Christians. They were Africans with spiritual systems. So we're dealing with music that is heavily influenced by enslaved Africans from West Africa primarily. Okay. Bear in mind that none of these people had been to Wesleyan or to Interlochen or any of those institutions of higher learning. They didn't know a major triad from a major seventh. So everything was done antiphonally, which is, call and response. So in order to keep their traditions intact, they would often have to sneak out into the woods or someplace where the plantation owners could not hear them when they were worshiping. So let me just say it out loud. The concept of possession, being slain by the spirit and all that kind of stuff, that was already in place. In fact, if you have 2 TV screens and you have the picture of a bembe in the Yoruba tradition, and the other screen, a Kojic service, they don't look any different. They look just the same. I also want to mention syncretization, which is during the disbursement of African slaves around the Americas, people did the same thing, but just put a different cultural spin on it, So you have all of these musical systems that arose around Cuba, Puerto Rico, Haiti, okay, bear in my mind, my age actually. Say again, Brazil, yes, thank you. As a matter of fact, second to Nigeria, Brazil has the largest concentration of Black folks
Yeah.
on the planet. That's the biggest population. So having said that, we're going to start with a work song. And it's called Hammer. It's spelled hammer, but say hammer.
Hammer.
Hammerang.
Hammerang.
All right.
Yeah. And we do it with foot stomps and hands on the knees. Tammy, can I impose upon you to?
What'd I tell you?
Oh, come on.
It's perfect.
We need a pitch reference.
You're a pitch pipe today? You're playing the role of the pitch pipe on today?
Tammy's toured with us too.
Yeah, that's how we met.
E7.
E7, she said E7.
So the call is, why don't you ring, oh hammer? Hammer ring. That's your response.
Hammer ring.
Hammer ring.
Hammer ring.
Again. Hammer ring.
Hammer ring.
Hammer ring.
Hammer ring.
Now, when you hear me say, why don't you ring your hammer? You say, hammer ring.
Hammer
ring.
Ah. Hammer ring.
And that's it. Okay. Now the deal is with these work songs. Often they would employ stories from the Bible, and this is no different. A lot of the lyrics are taken from the Old Testament, so it tells the story of Noah, who is pronounced Nora. So you got Hammerang Nora, and
I did. Thank you.
swing your hammer. Hammerang. Okay, that's the only difference.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Why don't you ring your hammer?
Hammer ring.
Come on and ring your hammer.
Hammer ring.
Broke the handle off my hammer.
Hammer
Broke the
ring.
handle off my hammer.
Hammer ring.
Got to hammering in the Bible.
Hammer
Got
ring.
to hammering in the Bible.
Hammer
Gonna
ring.
talk about Nora.
Hammer ring.
Gonna talk about Nora.
Hammer
Why
ring.
don't you ring your hammer?
Hammer
Come
ring.
on and ring your hammer.
Hammer ring.
It started in the raining.
Hammer ring.
Started in the
Hammer ring.
I'm singing the wrong words now.
Hammer ring.
Oh, I'm going back to the beginning.
Hammer ring.
Well, God told Nora.
Hammer ring.
Yes, God told Nora.
Hammer ring.
You're the guan in the timber.
Hammer
You're
ring.
the guan in the timber.
Hammer
Won't
ring.
you build me an oxer?
Hammer ring.
Come on, build me an oxer.
Hammer ring.
Why don't you ring your hammer?
Hammer
Come
ring.
on, ring your hammer.
Hammer ring.
Well, Nora asked God, sir.
Hammer ring.
Yeah, Nora asked God, sir.
Hammer ring.
How high do you want it?
Hammer ring.
How high do you want it?
Hammer ring.
Build it 42 cubits.
Hammer ring.
Build it 42 cubits.
Hammer ring.
Every cubit have a window.
Hammer ring.
Every cubit have a window.
Hammer
Why
ring.
don't you ring your hammer?
Hammer ring.
Come on, ring your hammer.
Hammer
Well,
ring.
it started in the raining.
Hammer ring.
Said it started in the raining.
Hammer ring.
Oh, Nora got worried.
Hammer ring.
Oh, Nora got worried.
Hammer ring.
He called in his children.
Hammer ring.
He called in his children.
Hammer ring.
Why don't you ring your hammer?
Hammer ring.
Come on, ring your hammer.
Hammer ring.
Well, Nora told God, sir.
Hammer ring.
Yeah, Nora told God, sir,
Hammer,
this is a very fine hammer.
hammer,
It's a very fine hammer.
hammer,
Got the same old hammer.
hammer,
Got the same old hammer.
hammer,
Why don't you ring, oh hammer?
hammer,
Come on, ring, oh hammer.
hammer,
Come on, ring your hammer.
hammer,
Come on, ring, oh hammer.
hammer,
Ring your hammer.
hammer,
Come on, ring your hammer.
hammer,
Come on, ring your hammer.
hammer,
Ring your hammer.
hammer.
Yeah. All right, now, if I can, we're going to do a prison moan. Now, this was a little tricky, not terribly tricky, but a little tricky. It's also call and response. And Lord have mercy, what key did I do this in? Let me see. Oh, it's too low for you.
While she's working out the key, I just want to tell this story about her. What was it?
Yeah, thank you. Well, I wonder what's the matter. The response is, loud. Okay, so you can split the octave, obviously. Okay. Well, I wonder what's the. Now this breaks into harmony. Tenors matter. Now you tenors. Altos matter. It's all sliding.
Matter.
Resolve to harmony. Right. Let me hear the two together.
Matter.
Tenor slide. Matter. Those matter. Okay, together.
Matter.
Matter. Top one.
Matter.
Now everyone together. Matter.
Matter.
Yes, that wants to resolve to a major chord, okay? Uh-huh.
You have
Well,
basses if you want them.
Basses if you want to be down there. You can, but, 3 parts is enough.
So should they mirror the sopranos?
Say again?
Should they mirror the sopranos? That's what I do to
marry the
them when they.
sopranos, yeah. By an octave, yeah. That'd be fine. Now, with the same harmonies, you would say, long time here. Same harmonies that you had before. Long, I'm singing the tenor part. Time. Oh, that's the alto part, sorry. Long time here, long time here, long time here. You hear it, right? Okay.
So basses, you can follow me.
Yeah, let's see what you do with it. Don't think, just sing.
Long time.
Yeah. Put a smile on that here. Yeah. Okay. And that's basically the formula. Okay. Everybody got that? One more time.
Here's what I was going to say is that when I first did my first gig with Linda Tillery, Rhonda Benin and Brian Dyer said to me in the hotel, because we had no rehearsal, and they said to me, she's going to start a song you've never heard. quite possibly in a different language. Just go with it. I have never sung this song with her. She doesn't know that, but this is the same moment happening 15 years later. So I'm with you. I'm learning this song in real time, and that's just the beauty of being with Linda Tillery. Her assumption is that you can do it, period. She looked at me, gave me a seat, and said, you can do it, and then proceeded to start a song in Yoruba that was led by the soprano part, Rhonda Benin, am I telling the truth? Led by the piano, and Rhonda opened her mouth and her eyebrows and fed me the song from the other side of the stage. Praise the Lord. So we're all in the same boat. I just wanted to share that, like, this is brand new to me too, amen?
You should probably stop talking, because she will rearrange all 5 parts sitting
right there. She will be like, that's not what I want to hear right now today. So you'll sing something different.
Okay. So, Lord, that's all in unison, okay? That's a response to, well, I wonder what's the matter. Lord. Well, I wonder what's the harmony. Let's do that matter one more time. Matter. Yes. With my long time here. Long time. Yeah. Somebody good morning. Well, I woke up early this morning. Lord. Well, I woke up early this morning. Yes. About the break of day. Break of day. And the big bell surely was toning. Lord. And that big bell surely was toning. Just a while for day. Well, that bullet ain't over this bed a grumbling. Just unison. I heard harmony. Well, a bullet ain't over this bed a grumbling. Now, bear in mind, you're in prison and you are testifying about how miserable it is in your environment. Okay, so bear that in mind. This, Lord, this is a very sincere statement. You know, so when the bully tying over the bed of grumbling, he is very, very upset, okay? And the bully is the one who's running everything inside, okay? Well, the bully tying over the bed of grumbling. Lord have mercy. Well, that bully tying over. Oh, yes, that's right. Yeah. 2-part harmony there. Well, the bullet turned over in his bed of harmony. Yeah, about that. Nice soul. Oh, yeah, Brian. Sure. Well, it looked like it been one. Partner, since I lay down. Since I lay down. Somebody testify now. Come on with me. Come on, you can ad lib. Said I heard Jim Bob when he hollered. Yes, I heard Jim Bob when he hollered. Yes, he did about that. Walk so long.
Walk so long, walk so long.
Yes, about that walk so long. Well, I wonder what's the matter. Lord have mercy, I wonder what's the matter. Now, do you wonder? Let me hear somebody. I need some ad libs, okay? All right? Don't be scared, okay? Well, I wonder what's the matter.
Lord have mercy.
Wait. First, well, I wonder what's the matter.
Lord have mercy.
I sure
Lord
wonder
have
what's the
mercy.
matter,
Mercy.
y'all. Yeah. Well, I wonder what's the matter. Yeah, that's more like it, y'all. Yes. With my long time.
Lord.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now, I know that you members of the UCC congregations, AKA Kojic, know how to testify, so don't be, holding back and stuff like that. All right, we're going to turn this over to Rhonda at this point. She's going to lead a song called Job. And again, the reference is it's Old Testament reference. This one involves a little more animation. Zoe, did you get pounding sticks? Did you? Okay, that's fine. On the stage? Oh yeah, I need mine. Let's see, Job. Was that G flat? Did you sing the song?
It ain't G
No.
flat. It's like E flat, isn't it?
E flat.
Play for E flat.
Oh, Job. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Tammy. Now, just a momentary thing. In the Gullah tradition, they use these things that are called pounding sticks, and they play a rhythm. Y'all know the habanera. Anybody here familiar with that terminology?
Get that mic right up to your mouth, Linda Tillery.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Here comes
Sure
Keith
got
to the
bossy
rescue.
since you've been.
I did get, I'm sorry.
Woo!
I just want them to hear you. That's all. I'm not
Yeah.
so bossy pants.
You say God.
Thank you. They use pounding sticks to keep a rhythm. Now, the habanero rhythm is da 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 da. Okay, the Gullah people took out one beat, and so their rhythm is.
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay. We got all the toys?
Say again. Yeah, Javi's handing out toys right now.
Okay. Let's let me see if I can get everybody to do this with your feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then I want you to clap at the same time. I'm sorry, family. I want you to clap at the same time. Bat, 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 bat. Yeah, good. Keep that up. How'd that feel? Whenever you're ready. I need to hear those feet. Yeah. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, come on. Yeah. Let me see those feet. Let me see the feet. Found a hole in the floor. Oh, yeah. Time you ready. One, 2, 3, 4, 4. Okay, you got it? Didn't see those feet. You were cheating. So,
I can't do
okay, well, 1 foot is good. You know, okay, let me paint a scene. In the regions of Georgia and South Carolina, where all those islands are, you know, they have a lot of tropical storms. And so they build their church buildings on stilts. Okay, so the water can run underneath the buildings and instead of washing them away. So what you have as a result, when the people are clapping and stomping, it sounds like a drum. It sounds like, you know, the floor is resonating. So that's the effect we're trying to get here today. Make sense to you? Okay, good. You guys are doing real good so far. I'm loving this. Okay. Your call, madam.
She say it's your problem now?
Tammy, no.
E flat.
Oh, Joe. What you reckon? Your oxen dead. Joe. What you reckon? Your daughter's dead. Listen at Job. Job said,
Rock Mount Zion, rock Mount
So let's teach the Rock Mount Zion. Okay. Oh, you do it because you're a singer.
Rock Mount Zion, Rock Mount Zion. Just those two, yeah?
Oh.
Can you do those two for me? 1, 2, 3, go. Rock Mount Zion, Rock Mount Zion. Last line. Oh, Rock Mount Zion in the morning. Makes sense, sort of. Rock Mount Zion, Rock Mount Zion. Oh, Rock Mount Zion in the morning. Let's do the oh, rock. 2, 3. Oh, Rock Mount Zion in the morning. It's the same melody.
Now you rocking Mount Zion in the morning, not morning. Okay.
But it's the same for every line. The melody is the same for every line. So when it says, oh, swing low chariot, same thing. Want to go to heaven, mourn on, Mary?
Moan
because
on.
I've been saying moan on for 15 years. Oh, it says mourn on here. Okay.
There's moan on, Mary. Yeah, moan on.
MOURN.
Is yes. But in the vernacular, you would say
the vernaculars.
Yeah.
Praise the Lord. And then, oh, weep on mighty. Weep on?
Weep on.
Man, let me just tell you how I've been singing the words so wrong for 15 years.
What you've been saying wrong?
We'll discuss later.
Okay.
You can dock my pay for a few years, though. See, the thing is, you learn on the fly. So here we go. I thought it was weep almighty.
jump, jump, jump in the morning.
Let's rock.
Yeah. Nice groove. Nice groove. Does that feel good? Yeah, rocking like that, huh? Let's do that just a little bit more, okay? Let's hit the groove, okay? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, all right. Job, Rhonda Benin. Yeah. Now, the next song, and I'm going to enlist Javier's knowledge as well on this one. We're going to do a song called The Voice of Mother Africa. But I want you to think for a minute about when you listen to, say, a jazz song. No, this is going like foggy days, ticking in town. Right? Okay, there's a groove. Now, simultaneously, say if you were going to do, let me see, just name a gospel song. Somebody name a gospel song, gospel tune, old school. Okay, so then you say you have Wade in the Water. Now, we're used to the backbeat feel, right? You know what I mean? Wade in the water, wade. Okay, backbeat. But what if you had wade in the water, wade in the water? Okay, now why do you think it is that when a song has a feel like that, that the old people, all of a sudden, they wake up? It's called retention, okay? And retention comes from some kind of memory of what it used to feel like back home, the music. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to start with the simplest version of what I want to do. There's too many things. Now, here is where the ingenuity of West Africans come into play. It's genius, as a matter of fact. It's just astounding to me. Is it possible to have two different time signatures existing at the same time? Yes. Is it? Yes. Okay, and so tell me what you know about that.
6, anything is 12. Out of 12, you get 2, 3, 4, 6, and 8 out of 1.5, and 12.
Come on, AC.
Okay, baby. I didn't understand a word you said, but it does make sense. Yes, I know. Yes. All right. It's based on triplets. Okay. So what they came up with is 3, which is like a waltz, and 2. It's that simple. Now, say you got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, so add a bar of 2 to that. No, that's not quite right. Come on. Okay. I'm left-handed, so, well, it's good because you're mirroring me. I'll show you. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Right. Jesus is on the main line. Tell him what you want. You see how that swings? Now reverse your hands. Put your 3 in the other hand. Okay, great. Now, Javi, go ahead.
You want me to do that same with that same?
Now, what you talk about this field?
The field?
Yeah, talk about the 12-8.
Okay, 12-8. You know, I teach kindergartners and first graders, and what I teach them is the roots to American music, and that has a lot to do with the people that were brought over, the Yoruba and the Congo, and I teach the kids about the ancestors way, way, way back. And what's an ancestor? Well, this is your grandparents, your great-grandparents, your great-great-great-great-great-great, that goes way far back, even to the beginning. And one of the concepts that they talk about are the deities or the ancestors that created the universe. And they're called orishas. Orishas? Yeah, like their ancestors. One of the first orishas that we talk about is Elegua. And the concept of Elegua is, Elegua represents the beginning, Elegua represents the end. So when you start your first day of school, they sing a song for Elegua. Elegua lives in the 4 corners. So when you go to the stop sign and you could go forward, you could go reverse, you could go left, you could go right. Elegua watches you and you choose which direction you don't want to go in life. And Elegua is the witness. So being that today is our first day of class, we're going to sing a song for Elegua. And it's call and response. One of the call and response is the words from Yoruba says, Moyuba. Can you say Moyuba?
Moyuba.
Moyuba Elegua go.
Moyuba Elegua o.
Moyuba laroye.
Moyuba laroye.
Moyuba means giving acknowledgement to your ancestors or to your teachers. So let me give you an example of Moyuba. When you see your teacher, maybe in Nigeria, where you see your teacher or your elder, what they do for Moyuba is they'll come down, the student will come down and touch their head to the ground, and the elder or the teacher will lift you up by the shoulders, and they stand up and you hug. And you give respect. Their forehead touching the mother earth, giving the most humblest respect. Being that is the most important part of your body, right? So,
They can't hear you online.
oh, okay. So that's what a Moyuba, and we're singing a Moyuba for Elegua. So if I say, Moyuba Elegua go, Moyuba laroye.
Moyuba Elegua go, Moyuba
Good. So if I say, Moyuba Elegua go, Moyuba laroye. You say,
Moyuba Elegua go, Moyuba.
So if I say this, Moyuba Elegua go, Moyuba laroye. You say,
Moyuba Elegua o. Moyuba laroye.
Moyuba Elegua go, Moyuba laroye.
Moyuba Elegua o. Moyuba laroye.
Moyuba Elegua go, Moyuba laroye.
Moyuba Elegua go,
Moyuba laroye.
Moyuba Elegua go, Moyuba laroye.
Moyuba Elegua o. Moyuba laroye.
Moyuba Elegua go, Moyuba laroye.
Moyuba Elegua o. Moyuba laroye.
Moyuba Elegua go, Moyuba laroye.
Moyuba
Moyuba Elegua go, Moyuba laroye.
Moyuba Elegua go, Moyuba laroye.
Moyuba laroye.
Keep your hands going.
Moyuba Legua Laroye.
Laroye. All right, now there is
Wait, question. Sorry.
What? I teach over at Carl B. Monk, Cleveland, Glenview, Burkhalter, Berkeley, Vallejo schools, all over. Right now I'm finishing up all the schools, so I'm really tired because we had all our shows and this is our last week. So I'm finishing up at Carl B. Monk right now. And the kids, not only they sang it, they played the drum parts. The rhythm that I played was a rhythm called bembe. And you play these rhythms along with the songs. And when you play these all together, magic happens. And that's the spirit. So when you combine, and then I showed them the dance. When I showed them the dance, and you combine all these things together, you have the keys now. You have the keys to understand the powers of nature that exist around us. And you have these songs, these drum parts, to open the road, to open your road, or to call Elegua to open. Elegua has the keys that opens the gates. So when you're going to start something, you call Elegua, you want it to go well, call Elegua, Elegua will open the gates for you. So that's what all of these kids that I've been teaching is teaching that.
It's history. It is the history of the African people coming here. And this is what they had in place already. They already knew this. Now, what I want to introduce in addition to this is we call it the palito, okay? That goes with this rhythm.
What?
Palito.
Palito.
So would you play the 12-8? Play that rhythm? Gang 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 gang. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. Now, there is also a West African way of playing that, which is one. Let's play them both together.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, sorry.
Gang, 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 gang.
Now try the 3, 2 pulse with us. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's easy to get, if you're not used to hearing those kinds of rhythms, it's easy to lose, like, what's the downbeat? You know, it's like he's playing a pickup and I'm starting on the downbeat. So he's going baging and I'm going bong. Okay, so this is just a preference to a song called The Voice of Mother Africa, written by Melanie DeMore, in which these rhythms are employed. And I don't want you to be afraid to try and feel this here while the song's going on. There you go. Try it. Come on, you have to use two hands. And they both start together. Right, left, right, left. Right, left, right, left. Or together. Together. Together, left, right, left. Together, left, right, left. Or together, right, left, right. Both together at the same time. 1, 2. You with it? Okay, now out of that can come thinking, 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 thinking. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, feel good? Yeah, yeah. Okay, everybody stand up if you can, whoever can. Okay, now, one of my teachers told me early on that the pulse in your feet is your main purpose in life, okay, when you're doing this music. So starting with your right foot, I'm assuming most of you are right-handed, correct? So you're going to do the two pulse, right, left, right, left. 1, 2, get it, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Yeah, even if you're sitting down. Okay, now keep that going. And you want to add this here. And keep marching. Keep your main purpose in life going. Together. Yeah, the two pulses start together. That's what I'm saying. Whoa. That's sounding good. Yeah. Okay. Keep going. Keep that up. Just a little faster now. Pick it up. Two, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Two, 3, 4. Stop. Okay, here we go with the intro to this tune. You gonna sing this? Okay, not even a little. Okay.
Here's the truth. I'm saving myself to get through Joe up to down the line. I've been saving all day.
Oh, let's do G minor.
B minor? Is that what you said? You said B minor? G minor.
Go. There is a light that shines across the sea, a trusty jewel trying to stay strong. And if you listen, go there, listen to the song. You can hear the voice of Mother Africa. There is a sound across the land. It's the rhythm of the drum, played by tribal hands. And if you listen to your beating heart, you can hear the voice of Mother Africa. And she say, now you're gonna say, my children are beautiful. Okay, can I hear you say that?
My children are beautiful.
Okay, now this is a lullaby, so you're not gonna kill the children, okay? Dynamics. My children are beautiful.
My children are beautiful.
Black, ebony, brown.
Black, ebony, brown.
No. I'm calling. Black, ebony, brown. My children.
My children are beautiful.
They are my crown. Okay? I'm pointing to me. They are my crown. So I say, my children are beautiful. You say,
my children are beautiful.
Okay? And upper voices is just two parts. My children are beautiful. Okay? The two parts. And
my children are beautiful.
Yes. Now remember, you're rocking the children. Okay, you're not waking them up. Okay? Dynamics. My children are beautiful. And
my children are beautiful.
I say black, ebony, brown. You say
my children are beautiful.
Because they are my crown. And she say,
my children are beautiful.
Black, ebony, brown.
My children are beautiful.
They are my crown. Okay? That's how that go. Okay. This all relates to swinging, that 12/8 pulse and the ding, 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 ding that you would hear in a jazz tune. And the shakers would go check it, 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 check it. Tammy, tune me up again. G Martin.
Tune her up again.
Thank you. I'm okay with sliding, but not that far. Okay. So we're starting at the top, okay? Well, I cannot see. Woo! There is a light that shines across the sea, a lusty jewel trying to stay strong. And if you go there, listen to their song, you can hear the voice of Mother Africa. There is a sound that roars across the land. It's a rhythm of the drum, played by tribal hands. And if you listen to your beating heart, you can hear the voice of Mother Africa. And she said,
My children are beautiful.
black, ebony, brown,
My children are beautiful.
they are my crown. And she said,
My children are beautiful.
black, ebony, brown,
My children are beautiful.
they are my crown. There is a fire that's running in our eyes. It keeps us free, and we will always survive. And if you try to kill the flame of our pride, you will feel the heat of Mother Africa. And she say,
My children are beautiful.
sing out now, black, ebony, brown,
My children are beautiful.
they are my crown. And she say,
My children are beautiful.
black, ebony, brown,
My children are beautiful.
they are my crown. They are my crown.
Linda Tillery.
Let me ask this question. How are you all doing? Are you ready to leave? Is anybody got a little more singing energy? A little bit left?
Can we do down the line before we get out of here? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is the first field holler that I really like, prison song that I really learned
Down
for
the
real,
line. Yeah.
with this group. This changed me entirely, this
Right.
song.
Hey, Tammy, do you want to play on Down the Line? Just, come up with a groove. Okay. Let's see now. This says. You've been to chill.
No, ma'am. About yourself? No, ma'am. Not recently. That was another life, huh?
La 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 la.
Actually, I was just there going through that.
Where am I?
Well, I believe
C. Okay, C sharp. Let's do D minor.
by Larry Batiste, superstar, and Larry Batiste's daughter.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you. Love you. It's nice to see you. Thank you.
Take a picture of you and Larry.
Okay. All right. Now for this one, I decided, okay, we're gonna do a little funky groove on this, because sometimes to hold the interest of people, you have to be a little contemporary with old stuff, so they think it's new when it really isn't. So
We lost Rhonda for a minute, but we'll make it work, huh?
yeah, we're just gonna get in the groove. Oh, I lost my brother Larry, but he said he had to go. So you're gonna say, down the line. Let me hear that. 3, 4.
Down the line.
No,
That's
one
me.
part at a time.
Sorry. I got excited.
I know. Down the line. Down the
Down
line.
the line.
Down the line. Oh, down the line. Okay, you hear that? Down the line. Oh, down the line. Line. Diphthong is okay in this situation, okay? It's all right. Down the line.
Down the line.
Oh, down the line.
Oh, down the line.
Let's add your part, Zoe.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. To you all. Down.
Down,
Okay.
I'm way up here, down. Because Rhonda's back.
The two parts. 3, 4.
Down the line.
Yeah.
Oh, down the line.
Yeah. You find that third part? Okay. I know you did. Smarty pants.
Down the line.
Down the line. Down the line with me. Down the line. Down. Right? Okay. All right, here we go. Let's try this thing. Well, I believe that I might run on
Down the line.
I believe that I might run on.
Down the line.
I believe that I might run on.
Down the line.
It takes a number one driver down the line. Okay, I need to hear down the line, and I'm not hearing.
Come on, Jay, Mr. Alto, sing out. Arlene.
Down the line.
Down the line.
I need a couple people sing.
Down the line. Come on, Jay.
Down the line.
Come on, Jay. He's brand new to the choir, too, at Glide. Amen.
Praise Jesus. Okay. Down. Can I just hear down the line with everyone? And
Down the line, down the line.
can I have somebody else sing?
I'll
that
sing this part for now so you can hear it.
Okay. And
Down the line.
Yeah. There we go.
Who's singing soprano right now? Is that you? And you. And you. Okay. Amen. Thank you.
Yeah, Laverta.
I'll stay right down here. Amen.
You have a microphone over there, Tammy?
Say again. I sing soprano on this tune all the time.
Okay.
But I'm happy to sing alto today.
Now you're in a work, this is a work song, okay? So down the line means that they're passing the work down the line from one person to another, okay? Said a Yes, you're supposed to wait. Everybody gets excited on the song.
No, it's me that's excited. I don't.
Said, hold off.
Here we go.
And. Well, I believe that I might run on
Down the line.
I believe that I might run on
Down the line.
Yes, I believe that I might run on
Down the line.
It takes a number one driver
Down the line.
Well, Black Betty's in the bottom now.
Down the line.
Black Betty's in the bottom now.
Down
racing the bottom now.
Down the line, it takes a number one driver. Down the line.
Well, my mama lives in Houston now.
Down the line.
The mama lives in Houston now.
Down the line.
Well, my mama lives in Houston now.
Down the line.
Said
It takes a number one driver.
Yeah.
Down the line.
I'm calling on your lead road.
Down the line.
I'm calling on your lead road.
Oh, down the line.
I'm calling on your lead road.
Down the line.
Yeah,
It takes a number one driver. Down the line.
Well, that captain, he's a riding now.
Down the line.
Said that captain, he's a running now.
Oh, down the line.
Yeah, he's a running now.
Down the line.
Said
It
go
takes
take
the
a
number one driver. Down the line.
I believe I'm gonna run on
Down the line.
Sure believe I'm gonna run on
Down the line.
Yeah, I'm gonna run on
Down the line. It takes a number one driver. Down the line.
Come on, y'all. Pick your hammer up, bring 'em on down. Pick 'em up, bring 'em down to the ground. Pick your hammer up, bring 'em on down. Pick 'em up, bring 'em down to the ground. Picking rocks in the hot sun ain't fun. Breaking rocks in the sun when you're on the run. Breaking rocks in the hot sun ain't fun. Pick your hammer up, bringing 'em down. The captain, he's a riding now.
Down the line.
That captain, he's a riding now.
Down the line.
Yeah, the captain, he's a running now.
Down the line.
Yeah,
It takes a number one driver. Down the line.
Well, I believe that I might run on.
Down the line.
I believe that I might run on.
Down the line.
Yeah, I'll run on.
Down the line. It takes a number one driver. Down
Let me see you do it
line.
now. Pick your hammer up, bring 'em on down. Pick 'em up, bring 'em down to the ground. Pick your hammer up, bring 'em on down. Up, bring 'em down to the ground. Breaking rocks in the hot sun ain't fun. Breaking rocks in the sun when you're on a run. Breaking rocks in the hot sun ain't fun. Pick your hammer up, bring 'em on down. Captain is a riding now.
Down the line.
Captain, he's a riding now.
Down the line.
Said that captain, he's a running now.
Down the line. It takes a number one driver. Down the line.
Let me hear you moan. Yes. Yes, indeed. All right, really quickly, this is going to be the last one. This is called Spirituals Medley, and I arranged this with Jacqueline Harrison. This is dear to my heart.
Oh,
What's that say? B minor.
it's not in your books. Amen.
It is not. It's very easy. There's 3 songs, and we're going to sing them all at the same time. May I have a B minor chord? B minor? B boy, yeah.
She said, is that in the 3rd book?
Yes, it is in the next song.
This is the short syllabus. You should see the long one.
Way over in Beulah land. Sopranos.
Way over in Beulah land.
Again. Way over in Beulah Okay. First and second lines. 3, 4.
Way over in Beulah land.
I said, way over in Beulah land. We gon' have a good time. Sing that, yeah.
We gon' have a good time.
Where way over in Beulah land.
Way over in Beulah land.
Okay, yeah, we doing okay, pretty good, close. So where's where it starts? Okay, way over in Beulah land. I said way over in Beulah land. We gon' have a good time. Way over in Beulah land. Okay, next. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the one. Let me hear you sing the whole thing. And wade. Don't be sluggish. Push that time.
Way in the water,
because
God's gonna trouble the water.
Third song. Run, Mary, run. Run, Mary, run, I say. Run, Mary, run. I got a right to the tree of life again. Run, Mary, run. Run, Mary, run, I say. Run, Mary, run. 'Cause I got a right to the tree of life. Okay, now pick your song. Ooh. Way over in Beulah land, or wade in the water, run. Yeah, yeah, we gonna way over in Beulah land, wade in the water, run. Okay, let's see if we can do that. Now don't be sluggish. Push that time, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Run, Mary, run. I said, run, Mary, run.
Children,
Run, Mary,
in the water. Yeah, yeah.
I got a right to the tree of life.
This way.
Run, Mary, run. Run, Mary, run. Run,
in the water.
I got a right to the tree of life.
Keep going. Do it again.
Run, Mary, run. Run, Mary, run, I say.
Run, Mary, run. 'Cause I got a right to the tree of life. Do it again, y'all.
Over in Beulah land.
Oh, yeah.
Over in Beulah land.
Oh,
We're gonna
wait.
have a time. I got a right.
Sing your last line again, your last line.
I got over in Beulah land.
Again.
I over in Beulah land.
I got a right to the tree of life. All right. Thank you all for sticking around and being with us. Thank you. Rhonda Benin.
Yeah, Rhonda.
Javier Navarrete. Zoe Ellis. The fabulous Miss Tammy Hall. Yeah.
I'm not sure you really know what kind of a treat you just got in this very intimate setting to learn from Linda Tillery for free. But I do want to say, Linda, this is just another group of people who get to take forward the legacy that you continue to hold in the Bay Area for us. You are the keeper of so much information. I know you hate it when I do this, but I just got to say out loud every time I get a chance that you really are the keeper of a set of information that will be lost if it's not for you and for the Rhondas and for the Bishop Flunders and the Rusty Watsons and the Derrick Halls and Tammy Halls and Eric Gilberts and the Keith Watts who continue to perpetuate. It's the only way that we keep it going. Is she talking bad about me over there? Is she talking bad about me?
She's watching you become a preacher.
Uh-oh. Shh. What I want to say is you are a gift to all of us, and I love you dearly. Thank you for coming, and thank you for learning. Thank you for being willing to learn.
You're fabulous.
Yeah, you're really fun.
Fabulous.
For those of you who have been here since 10:30 in the morning, amen.
Amen.
We had a day. And I love you all, and I'm so glad to be here. I hope to be back for another Roots in Resonance. But Linda, you have a birthday show coming up in September?
September 3rd.
September 3rd. Do we know where it is yet?
At the Freight and Savage.
At the Freight and Savage. But if you can come out to see a full show.
So what?
Are we doing commercials?
Are we doing commercials?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Jazz Bistro, Sunday, June 24th. Two shows, 5 and 7.
May 24th.
With Tammy Hall.
Wait, May or
Holy
June?
Trinity. Tammy Hall.
Wait, May 24th.
No, I said June 24th.
She knows when she gonna be there.
Look, they're
No, it's
booking
May
the gig.
24th. No, you're right. It's
Tammy,
May.
what's your-
It's May. You know, I always do that. It's
What's
May.
the show you have coming up soonest?
It's May. I saw your face. Yeah.
Tammy, what's the show you have coming up soonest?
Your coffee was too strong this morning.
I do that all the time with dates.
I want to.
May 30th, also at Keys Jazz Bistro. May 30th.
Okay.
I live at Glide at this point, so 9 and 11 every Sunday. Outside of that, I'm like singing for the hippies in Ventura or something. Javi, what do you got? Anything coming up?
Every Wednesday at the Annex in El Cerrito. Every Wednesday at the Annex in El Cerrito from 6 to 8:30, there's free music and featuring some incredible gems, beautiful, like Rhonda Benin was been there performing. Zoe, we want to bring Glide over there, if that's even possible, to bless the place.
We can do it.
Every Wednesday, 6 to 8:30 in El Cerrito.
El
at the
Cerrito
Annex.
Natural Grocery, right? The Annex is,
It's on San Pablo. It's the Annex Natural Grocery Store on San Pablo.
it's called the El Cerrito Natural Grocery Store, and the Annex is next door to it. It's where they have prepared food. So you know where, it's right by our Hooli Records. It's right there, just, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to.
Can I say something?
Yeah, of course.
Oh God, thank you.
I'm gonna hear about it later.
No, I ain't got nothing to say. I just wanted to explain. This stick was given to me by John Santos several years ago, and it's called the Egungun stick. Okay, you want to explain what Egungun is?
Egun is the concept of all of the ancestors. The concept of ancestors is Egun. So we will all become ancestors, but it's this whole spirit that embodies the ancestors, Egun.
So this is my ancestors living in here, in this here stick.
She said those are her ancestors living there in that stick. Yeah. Amen. I want to thank Pastor Ann Jefferson for having us, for reacting when I emailed you and saying yes. And I want to thank this young lady right here, since I've known since the 1900s, Marilyn Fowler, who's got a little gift from us to you, Linda, for coming today. Marilyn took on a lot and did a lot. I want to thank Lisa. Are you back there? Can you wave your hands, please? I had it catered, but Lisa dealt with all the things and all the stuff. So thank you, City of Refuge family. Thank you, Linda. Thank you all. Have a great rest of your Saturday, and I'll see some of you very early tomorrow morning. Amen. Oh, Hatue, where are you? Where's our sound guy? Wave, there he is. And Tina, are you still here? Tina, come out. Tina, who built all these beautiful graphics for us. Thank you.
Thank you. I see you over there dancing. Yeah. Oh, yes, I am tired now.
I figured that out when in elementary school. Sound and it sounded